Today is the 19th Sunday of Ordinary Time, Cycle C. Our salvation comes from faith in the Lord. True faith is witnessed by trust and obedience to His commands. St. Paul tells us that faith is the realization of what is hoped for and evidence of things unseen. There is something called, I would say, secular faith. An example of secular faith is that when you live here, you are pretty certain that your car is in the parking lot. Had we been located in a different area around town where car theft was high, you might not be comfortable sitting. However, St. Bartholomew seems to be parking lot seems to be very safe, and you have faith. It's not certainty, but you have faith. Your car will be there when you leave. Faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see or cannot verify. If we have faith, we shall trust in the promise of God and believe in the existence of spiritual realities which we are able to see. You believe in life after physical death. You believe in the resurrection of the dead. You wish to live with God in the next life or with the evil one. How do I know if I truly believe? Faith is evidenced by trust and obedience. Abraham was an example of a man of faith who left his secure, prosperous life in Haran to make a long and dangerous journey with his wealth and livestock to a foreign land. Who among you, if you have a very successful business in America, would sell it and travel with all your possessions to a foreign, very insecure, unstable country? What were the promises that God made to Abraham that appeared to be so far-fetched that they sounded impossible? God's promise to Abraham of a son in his old age was realized when he was 100 years old and Sarah was 19 years old. God promised that his descendants, even before he had his firstborn son, would be numerous. He would be the father of a nation and have a land of their own, and through a descendant, all nations would be blessed. Through Christ, his descendant promised to bless all nations was fulfilled. At the time God made these promises to Abraham, they appeared to be beyond his wildest imagination. If you are very old and did not even have a child of your own, would you believe God? If God told you your descendants would be numerous and they would become a powerful nation, would you believe God? Abraham trusted God. Abraham had faith. Even though Abraham did not live to see the fulfillment of all of God's promises, God fulfilled them. God was faithful to all of his promises to Abraham. Why would we doubt his current unfulfilled promises? Promises of a resurrection, promises of a life after death. In the gospel, Jesus tells a story about a groom going to pick up his bride. The groom normally goes to the house of the bride to bring her back to the reception at his home. If she lived very far, or there were last-minute negotiations between the families, there could be delays compared to the expected time of arrival. The question is, has the delay in Christ's return affected the preparedness of our spiritual lives? It is human nature to procrastinate, to put off for tomorrow what should be done today. What can we do to correct our tardiness? Christ, if we knew for certain, or were told that Christ will be coming back within a month, what would you do to prepare for his return? Do you have any suggestions? Well, I think I have a few. I think we should go to confession, forgive our enemies, make reparation for any damages we have caused or hurts we have done in our lives. I think it's important to tell people who we love that we love them. We should thank those who are kind and generous to us, and thank those who gave us good advice. In the longer form of the gospel, Jesus tells us to sell our goods, give the proceeds to the poor, so that we may have treasure in heaven. He said, to whom much is given, much is expected, and to whom much more is entrusted, much more is demanded. Charity is not an option, but a way of life for a Christian. We're also told to treat with dignity and respect those who work under our supervision or dependent on us for their needs. Or we shall face severe punishment if we abuse them.